Hello children. Okay, now we are going to move towards our unit number 6 poem Animals. Okay, it is composed by Walt Whitman. Okay, now let us see before you read section and something more about this poet. The poet over here in this poem tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, whom he finds complicated and false. So here basically this poem moves around animals, and your poet is feeling comfortable. He feels comfortable with animals, and he feels that animals are more true and they are sorted. They are not complicated and false like we human beings, so he feels comfortable with them. He would love to live with animals throughout his life. So this is his wish, and why he wishes such things he has explained in this poem, in his poem Animals. Now his poem, talking about the poet Walt Whitman, he was born in 1819 and he died in 1992. I'm sorry, 1892. He was a major, he is a major figure in early American poetry. In an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break with tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. He was a non-conformist in all respect, including his social life. That means Walt Whitman, he broke the law of writing the poems in rhythm and in meters. Okay, meters means that poem has a rhyming scheme, rhyming words. It had poems before his invention. Poems were having certain kind of rhythm, rhyme, and a musical effect. Okay, but when he went against that and he invented a new way of writing poem, that was free verse. Free verse, that means poems which do not have the rhyme scheme, rhyming words and all the rhythm. They are just naturally as we speak the passages or like that, but they are poems. Okay, because here in short the poets, they convey their message to the readers. So he was a non-conformist in all respect, including his social life. Non-conformist. Okay, so let us see what he is trying to tell us this through this poem Animals. Animals, composed by Walt Whitman. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-content. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relation to me, and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possessions. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? Okay, so I know you people, little bit you have understood and little bit you haven't. So let us deal with this poem line by line now. Okay, so your poet says, I think I could turn and live with animals. Your poet wishes, desires to to get converted into animal and to live with animals. Why? Because they are so placid and self-content. According to the poet, animals, they are so placid. Placid means calm, no worries, no tension. They are so placid and they are self-content. They are satisfied. I stand and look at them long and long. He wishes to stand over there and to look and to gaze, to observe the animals for long and long time. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. Animals, they never sweat, they never whine. Whine means complain. Animals, they never complain about their condition. They get adjusted to the conditions very easily. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Like how we human beings, we lie awake at night, late at night. Even we are so engrossed in our thought that we forget to sleep, and it has an adverse effect on our health. So what we do, we lie awake at night and we cry for our sins. Sins means something offensive we do against the god, against the religion. We cry for that. But animals, they don't care about that. They live their free life. They don't worry. They never worry about the situations in their life. They live their carefree life. Okay, they do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. We human beings, we do. We discuss our duties to God every now and then. Every now and then we tell to others. We tell others, so what is good, what is bad, what do this, do that. Okay, this is our duty towards God. We should do this, we should do that. But no, animals, they never do this. Animals, they never discuss their duties to gods. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not a single animal you will find on this earth which is dissatisfied. But we are dissatisfied. Animals are not. Not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Demented means being anxious, to be anxious, to worry every now and then, to behave in an irrational way due to anger, anxiousness, everything. So demented, to behave like a crazy person, who becomes angry very easily. So you will find animals, they do not become angry without any reason. And when we become angry, when we have that desire, that want, when our needs, they get converted into wants, we dement. Okay, and why do we demand? Because we are wanting every time to own something or the other. To own, okay, I want my own house, I want my own car, I want my job, I want to earn this much salary, I want that dress, I want this sandal, I want that, I want this. Every time I want. And when I am not supposed to get those things in my life, when I fail to get those things in my life, I demand. I behave crazily. Because I am a human being, and this is what I do as being a human. So this is what animals, they never do. First of all, they never desire, they never want anything, so they never demand. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. So animals, they never kneel. Kneel means to bend your knees and sit on your knees, to kneel down, to bend down, to kneel down. So animals, they never kneel down to their ancestors who lived thousands of years ago. So but we human beings, we do. We kneel down in front of ancestors, and we do such things which animals, they do not do. Okay, not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relation to me, and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. So what your poet is trying to say, that not a single animal on the earth you will find who is very unhappy. Okay, who is very unhappy because of the earth, or over the whole earth. But we feel unhappy. We are unhappy because of our surrounding. We are unhappy because of our life. We are unhappy because why we have taken birth on this earth. We are unhappy every time, but not a single animal you will find on this earth being unhappy. Okay, so because of this behavior, they show to the poet their relation to the poet. Okay, and he accepts them because they bring him tokens of himself. Tokens means symbol means a kind of happiness. You are born, if you have taken birth on this earth, be happy. This is your token. This is the symbol. This is the indication. You should be happy. And they evince them plainly in their possession. And that happiness they have, they possess that happiness plainly, very naturally. They are happy. They are happy, they are happy. They are scared, they are scared. They are happy, they are happy. Very sorted they are. They are not complicated. How we are when we are happy, when we are sad and we don't want to show it to the world around us, what we do, we smile. We show a fake smile. We throw a fake smile towards others. But within we are sad. We don't want to share our feelings to them. So in this way we make our life very complicated. But animals are not like that. When they are wild, they are wild. Okay. When they are happy, they are happy. Very sorted life. So they animals teaches the tokens of happiness. Tokens means indication of happiness to the poet, and they exhibit their happiness very easily. I wonder where they get those tokens, from where they get that happiness. Okay, did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? Did I pass that the same way where these animals are passing by, and I have dropped those tokens very easily? Being happy, being satisfied is being human. And what we are doing, we very easily we neglect those things of being happy, being calm, being satisfied, being contented. We leave this very easily. Okay, and this is what animals they have, and they are very happy. They are not regretting. We regret. So because of all these things, because of all these plus points which animals they are having, so poet he wishes to convert himself to animals and lead the life like them. Okay, so this is the whole poem about animals from the point of view of Walt Whitman. I hope you have understood this poem. Please go through it, recite it, go through the summary once again, watch this video again if you have not understood. Till that time, leave your comment in the comment box, and bye.